The operation that was done recently by the National Police in Marsabit was very interesting. Yeah, in Marsabit and Isiolo. I saw some people the other day saying, oh, some young people have been arrested because the president visited Isiolo. We don't play with national security. We are very serious people. And I told you that once we sit here, we know what's happening in our country. There have been criminals from the Oromo Liberation Group that have been bringing drugs from neighboring countries. And they have been hiding somewhere in Marsabit and Isiolo. A number of the people we arrested who are aiding them, including professionals like doctors, who have been arrested, who've been helping facilitate these criminals in their activities, criminal activities, but also in selling the drugs that they have. And a lot of bang was confiscated from them. And we arrested so many of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know Kipchumba Murkomen. He is one of the most closest allies of President William Ruto. When William Ruto needed somebody to attack Uhuru Kenyatta or to face off Uhuru Kenyatta, Kipchumba Murkomen was there. And therefore, we all expected upon William Ruto winning the election, we will have Kipchumba Murkomen occupying one of the most important dockets in government. Without doubt, Kipchumba Murkomen was given the huge and lucrative docket, that is the docket of transport. Unfortunately, as Kenyans, none of us is able to speak anything positive about Kipchumba Murkomen because there's no single road he launched during that time. There's no single reform that he brought in that sector. And actually, we remember him for doing some of the funniest things in the country, where he launched a task force to go and investigate the leaking roof at the JKIA. When the protests started, Kipchumba Murkomen was at the center of rejuvenating this protest in the country. That is the Gen Z protest back in 2024. What did he do? He was showing off his lifestyle while Kenyans were asking questions. Where are these people getting money that they didn't have before, but now they have it to an extent that someone is wearing a belt of what, 50,000, a watch of almost 6 million, and also moving across the world and being accused of having so much money at Dubai. So in a nutshell, as we speak today, Kipchumba Murkomen did not perform in the transport docket. Despite the outrage about Kipchumba Murkomen's lifestyle and poor performance and incompetence, William Ruto again appointed him after reshuffling his cabinet to join what we call the sports docket. He removed someone who was slightly competent to replace him with someone who is incompetent. Despite Kipchumba coming on in that docket, as a country, we have still nothing to talk about him that is positive. Now, William Ruto reshuffled the cabinet, especially after Kithure Kindiki had become the deputy president. And then Kipchumba Murkomen now took over the interior docket. Ever since that time, he started talking about abductions and being put in coffins. Nothing significant has come out. We have again now heard him speak on another matter that is not really of much importance. Why am I saying this? He only speaks on a trending thing. Because as we speak today, there are so many interior issues that we need to fix as a country. But he has now chosen to speak about the arrests that occurred at Isiolo. And that is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. The arrests at Isiolo. Why is Kipchumba Murkomen lying? That is a great lie. He's trying to give the people of Kenya to justify that their abductions or maybe the arrests that occurred at Isiolo were just legal, were normal operations. Why am I saying so? It's not a coincidence that only those who are consuming drugs are the ones who are arrested, but the peddlers are left free. All those youths there, none of them has been charged for drug peddling. They were all arrested on the basis that they had caused some commotion, some disorder in an event, which was a chant of Ruto must go in Isiolo. None of them was charged for drug dealing. None of them was arrested for anything to do with drugs. Another thing, It's not possible that the cabinet secretary says this, and then when we have from the courts, it's saying another thing. That shows that there's someone who's lying. And who is this? Kipchumba Murkomen. Now, let me tell you this. There's a statement he just made. We know what is happening in our country. And when we make arrests, we are informed. There's drug selling at Isiolo and Marsabit. It's okay. The government knows what is happening at every corner. But now my major question to Kipchumba Murkomen is this. The abductors who abducted young men and women and went and got killed, those young men and women, the men got killed. As the government that knows everything that happens in this country, are you justifying you are the people who are doing it? Or you want to say you've ignored the arresting of the abductors? Because we have to admit as a country today that one of the most serious things in this country that Kenyans are crying about is the return of abductions and killings due to criticizing the government. And that was very evident after the 25th June of 2024, where youths get abducted and later on released, or some of them killed. That is what has been happening. So Kipchumba Murkomen has already justified that they know what's happening in this country, but they are not able to arrest the abductors. Yes, these people are well known, were all seen with cars. That is the same incompetence he showed us in transport. It has come to now. It came to sports. Now it is already in what you call the interior docket, where you only speak what concerns the president, but the rest, what Kenyans are crying about, the government does not care. Then we ask, is this our government, or it was a government that was elected by the Ugandans? Now, another thing that caught my attention is this. One of the most commonly used illegal drugs in the country, it's bang. In Kisii here, we call it Enyasol. I don't know how you call it from your tribe. Please let me see it on the comment section. This Enyasol, it is one of the most commonly used. It is even overtaking the use of tobacco, cigarettes, because it is all over in most of the centers as we speak today. Then the Interior Cabinet Secretary alleges that they have gotten intelligence that it is in Isiolo and Marsabit. For heaven's sake, whenever you're walking in the streets, be it here in Kisii, be it in Nakuru, be it in Nairobi, it's smelling all over. Are the police not aware? Are the police not involved? Are the police told not to arrest these people? Yet they are seeing them openly using it. The peddlers are all over. I see that the intelligence of the government that is able to see what is happening in every country is not able to catch up with these peddlers. Therefore, it's a lie here that those people are selling bang. That's why they were arrested. How about those who are selling bang in Kisii? How those who are selling bang in Nairobi? How those who are selling bang in Nakuru? How those who are selling bang in Mombasa? Why were they not arrested? But they arrested those of Isiolo because the president was present. There's no coincidence that heckling is followed by arrests. There's no coincidence in that. This was something that was planned. It happened deliberately. And therefore, it's my sincere plea to Murkomen. Restore your hope from Kenyans and work for the people of Kenya. I don't know what's your take as far as Kipchumba Murkomen is concerned, but let me see it in the comment section from where you stand. What do you think Kipchumba Murkomen is doing a good job or not? My name is Abel Mukwa. See you next time for more videos.